channel. I am Nicole Knox TV. I am your host, Nicole Knox. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I'm going to be discussing Libra with a Sagittarius. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know down below what you guys want to see. I have so much stuff in store for you guys. But today we're going to be talking about what it's a Virgo and a Sagittarius relationship. If you don't know, I am a Virgo. I'm a September Virgo. My birthday is September 21st. I do have Sagittarius and Capricorn also in my chart. I always forget whether it's the moon or the other one. But I have Sagittarius and Capricorn in my chart. I've been in love 3 times, a Libra and then 2 Sagittarius. So today I'm going to be telling you what it's like to be for a Virgo, which is an earth sign, to be with a Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. Best relationship in the world. Not saying that it's perfect. What I'm saying is that it's going to take some TLC and some patience. Let's get into it. Virgos, we love spontaneous. We love fun. We love thrills. We love, like, sometimes we need something. We need something to get us out of our comfort zone, because we're very routine and we're very comfortable. And with a Sagittarius, they're not routine at all. They're all over the place. But their chaos makes sense. Like, now, as Virgos, we always try to fix the chaos, so we help by bringing order. But by helping a Sagittarius in their chaos, it keeps us busy. Do we get frustrated? But one thing about us Virgos, we need to feel needed. And it's very sad that we need to feel needed, but we need to feel needed. So because we're helpers, we feel like, oh my gosh, I'm helping my significant other get their life together. And a Sagittarius is going to welcome it because their life is chaotic. It has no order. It has no, it's all over the place. It has no stability. So when they get a Virgo, they're like, oh my gosh, somebody that's stable, routine, business paperwork is in order. Everything is in order. Everything makes sense. Everything's all tidy and in its place. They love it. And we love that because they're always chaotic, we have something to do. We're always constantly involved in their lives. Communication. They are deaf. They're in deaf like Virgo. Virgo, we love the deafness of anything. We love substance. And Sagittarius is all about the substance. Sagittarius wants to talk about everything. We want to talk about politics, money, anything underneath the sun, love, spirituality, books, everything. Sagittarius is with it. They into that stuff too. So you're gonna always have something to talk about. Fun. You're always gonna have fun because Virgo, we like to plan stuff, and so does Sagittarius. Traveling. A Virgo's gonna plan it. A Sagittarius is with it because they got to be on the move. They love to travel. Virgos, we love to travel too. Another thing, sex between a Virgo and a Sagittarius. Hands down, by far the best, because Virgo is with all the shenanigans and Sagittarius is so wild. So Virgo allows Sagittarius to be wild. And Virgos want to know what's your craziest fantasies, because we're so reserved out in the open that when we're in our privacy of our homes and behind closed doors, it's like we could unleash the beast. And Sagittarius is like, oh, the beast is in there, because Sagittarius is the horse all day. He's wild all day. And, us Virgos, we're just like, oh, he's wild. Calm down, honey. And then when we get home, Sagittarius is calm and the beast of Virgo. And so Sagittarius is like, woo, like, oh my goodness. Perfect match. Now, this is where we differ. And this is where I say patience. Virgos, we're not naturally shit talkers. If a Virgo is talking shit, a Virgo is annoyed, and a Virgo does not really like you. A Virgo is going to talk kindly to the people that they love. But a Sagittarius will talk all the mess in the world all damn day. They're jokesters. But their jokes are not really funny. So sometimes you're like, are you throwing shade or are you being funny? And their mouths are just, they got the smartest mouths. They could be the sweetest men in the world. Sweetest men. But that other side, their mouths are just terrible. And that's where you'll battle, because a Virgo can become very disrespectful. And then, you'll get a Sagittarius riled up. You'll get one riled up, boy. And if that's not your intentions, watch what you say, because it's two headstrong people. Also, with Virgo and Sagittarius, the two do not forgive easily. It takes time. They get mad and be mad at each other. And sometimes Virgo, we're the ones that normally, a Sagittarius will forget about it in 5 minutes. Virgo, we hold grudges. We like, fuck you. We're still going to feed you, hump you, all kind of stuff. But we could be mad. And then we'll come back and be like, we'll be over it. Sagittarius is normally over within the next 5 minutes. Virgos, we want to talk about it. We want to grow from it. We want to learn from it. Sagittarius is like, whatever, I'm over that. That's stupid. You're stupid. But I get it, whatever. It's those things that throw the two off. Now, one thing that a Virgo has to be careful of is Sagittarius, although both like their space, you guys always want to be together because you guys are always going to have fun. You guys are always going to have a good time. But because Virgo, we strive for perfection. We strive to work hard. We strive to be better. Sometimes it can expose the weaknesses in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius men don't like, it's a bruise to their ego. They like to feel needed. They like to feel like the men. They like to feel like they're the head. They like to feel like your whole life, you got your own thing going on, yes, but your life still depends on them. They're the man. And when you're a headstrong woman like I am, and you have more of the answers, and you don't know how to say it correctly, they could feel less than. And then that could cause problems in your relationships. Because, and that's just not with Sagittarius. I think Sagittarius takes it a little bit, but they start feeling like we're nitpicking because, it says that Virgos, we're criticizers. And we don't mean to criticize. We always think it like we're just helping. But the truth is, by us helping, we could be doing more harm than good. So we always want to be careful with that with Sagittarius. Also, Sagittarius is not going to jump into a relationship. Virgo, we're not even going to jump into a relationship very quickly. We're going to always be friends first. Sagittarius loves that, friends first. And then down the line, if we feel like we should be together, you guys will hold a conversation. Sagittarius, they're like I said, they're very sweet, very loving, very caring, very compassionate. But that other side of them is also very mean. Virgo, the same with us. That other side of us is very mean. But even when they're very mean, they'll tell you like, I mean no harm. Virgos, when we're very mean, we very much mean harm. We have no intentions of coming back after we've been mean. Also, too, Sagittarius doesn't like being boxed in. Sagittarius doesn't like being told what to do. Neither does Virgo. That's why we're perfect. Because neither one likes to be told what to do, tied down. And we're both okay with space. We can be in the same room watching TV and laughing about the same stuff. And we can look over at each other and still be okay. We don't have to be wrapped or intertwined with each other. If we cuddle, that's cool. If we don't, we don't. Communication. Communication is excellent between Sagittarius and Virgo. Because both of you guys will continue to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk until you get to the bottom of it. And you'll have a good time doing it because you'll get to unwrap layers about each other that you didn't know existed. Also be very careful with that because Sagittarius is very guarded and so is Virgo. Virgo is very guarded of their heart, so is Sagittarius. Both, and I truly believe if we didn't have to deal with, both signs didn't have to deal with the love part, they wouldn't. They would just be like, oh, we'll just be, You know, we want to be in love, we want to be in relationships, of course, but it's like, if we could just have the sex and move on, we would, because that's so less complicated. But if we're gonna do it, let's do it. And if we're gonna do it, let's do it correctly. Let's get this understanding. Let's talk about this. Let's communicate. The experience. The only thing and you have to have trust. Both signs can be very flirtatious, but if you don't have an understanding of your relationship or the dynamics of your relationship, Virgo, you're gonna get offended. Sagittarius is gonna get offended. That's why you have to always communicate. Okay, what type of relationship do we have? Because both are very flirtatious, and they don't need to be. It's just that we give off, Virgo and Sagittarius are very sexual personalities and sexual beings, and most of the time Virgos and Sagittarius are very good looking people. So everybody wants to be with a Virgo, or everybody wants to be with a Sagittarius. So we don't mean, both sides doesn't necessarily mean to be flirtatious. It just happens to come off that way. And you know, and the crazy thing about it is, like, both of us signs will give like a side eye, like, you're doing too much, or they doing too much. But at the same time, when it comes to you guys are in a relationship together, we will check. Sagittarius and Virgo will check the people, like, I'm in a relationship, watch out. But at the same time, our type of personalities invites that type of stuff. So we have to just have boundaries and communications within a relationship. I love a Sagittarius and a Virgo relationship. It's actually very loving. It's very mature. It's very exciting. Like I said, it's very fun. Both could break each other's heart really bad if they're not communicating. Best of friends, yes, they could be the best of friends. And understand each other, support each other, grow. They're like a Virgo and a Sagittarius is like a huge power couple to me. Best relationship I ever had was with the Sagittarius. Not the longest, but best relationship I ever had. And if I had to say why it wasn't the longest, again, a Sagittarius mouth, it's like, whether can I deal with the joking or the disrespectful joking, or can he deal with that, yeah, I'm constantly growing, constantly grow with me too. But I might be growing faster than him. And then he's like, no, this is a little intimidating. And I'm like, I want you to grow with me because we're going to grow together. So it's better to find a Sagittarius that's already on your level, not one that's not where you're at. Because if you're with a Sagittarius that's not on your level, and you guys are not doing the same things, yeah, the Sagittarius will be like, oh no, I'm not going to, because I'm going to feel always less than. I'm going to always feel scared. So, like, and then if for a Virgo, if the person that she's with feels like they're going to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, then a Virgo's not going to put in they're not going to put in anything wholeheartedly. So, it's always to make sure that with any sign that you always be with somebody that's on your level. Because when they're not on your level, that's when you have problems. But I love a Virgo and Sagittarius friendship. I love a Virgo and Sagittarius relationship because it is actually a beautiful friendship, whether it be with whether it's the same sex, whether just as friends, with and women and men, and as well as relationships. It's always a beautiful union. It's something that I truly loved. And if I had to say which sign would I want to be married to, it would be a Sagittarius. It most definitely would be a Sagittarius and I attract a lot of Sagittarius. But sometimes I'm like, I roll my eyes only because I know that the parts of where we're going to bump heads. And the parts that we're going to bump heads is, also too, Sagittarius can be very trusting of their friends. Virgo, we always giving everybody the side eye. Sagittarius can have enemies, or people that not really like them, or people that really try to do them in, and they won't see it. Where Virgo, we're watching everything. And so for me, it's like, you didn't see that? That's crazy. That's weird. Whereas Sagittarius, because they're constantly so busy, it takes them a minute to recognize. And it's like, Virgo, we're so overprotective. We're very overprotective, and sometimes we could do too much. Could do too much. But again, the best relationship is with best relationships with Sagittarius and Virgo. If you have never dated a Sagittarius, you should. Sex is amazing. Friendship is amazing. Communication is amazing. You guys will always talk about bills, kids, everything, traveling, all the things that you guys would love to do. You guys will always better do it. Now Virgos, for the Virgos, that's like, oh, they don't want to be friends first. They want to be in a relationship. That's not going to work with a Sagittarius. Sagittarius has to get to know you first. Sagittarius has to find out if this is going to work for them or not. And I'm like, I really believe that's the way Virgo is. We have to figure out first if this is going to work, you being a part of our lives first. Because, like, if it's not going to work, there's no point in us doing it. So we got to see everything about you. Sagittarius is the same way. We got to see how you fit in our lives. And Sagittarius has to see the same thing. How do you fit in their lives without coming in and disrupting anything? Are you an asset to their lives or a liability? And that's the same thing with Virgo. We have to make sure that you are an asset and not a liability. And that's what I love, because two people are literally just observing, not putting no pressure on you or asking any questions. They're just really observing to see if you are the right fit for their lives. And that's what I like. There's no pressure, no rush. You don't, it just works out. It just works out good. So again, if you haven't been with a Sagittarius, you really should be with one. I'm going to continue. That's all I have for Virgo and Sagittarius. I'm going to continue these little series, and vlogs. Like, comment, and subscribe to my, YouTube channel. I am on the road to 50K by the end of this year. I do have other music and things, so many good things dropping. And if you have anything that you particularly want to see on my channel, let me know down in the comments, or you can DM me on my Instagram at I am officially Nicole. And I will I'll take a look at it and bring you guys more content. Thank you for the day. You guys enjoy your day.